everyone, my name is Carissa and I'm the Fake It Till You Make It Mom. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're joining me for the first time, then welcome to my channel. Today you are joining me for my October 2016 favorites. It is late because obviously it's already November, but better late than never. So let me go ahead and jump right in. First thing I want to talk about is a TV show. I have recently been watching two different ones, and they both offer something a little bit differently. As most of you know, if you've watched my channel before, I do work graveyard shift overnight. I am a dispatcher, so I've got long hours of very few phone calls and having to do something to kill time. So I have been watching a series on Netflix called Once Upon a Time, and I'm sorry, yeah, I'm like way behind on this show. Like, I just started watching it, and it is if you've seen the either the musical or the movie for Into the Woods, it's like a hodgepodge of fairy tales that come together. That is essentially what Once Upon a Time is. It's got all the Disney movies and then some other movies as well. All of those characters live in a world together, and they at some point meet, and you're still meeting characters and stuff like that all throughout the show. So it's a really interesting take on the fairy tales. It's a really interesting take on Disney movies, and it's really cool to see them all together and interacting and in real like world situations. So I have been enjoying it. It's kept my interest because I am a Disney kid. I do really like that kind of stuff, and Into the Woods is actually one of my very favorite musicals aside from Fiddler on the Roof. If you guys have seen the movie, then that's awesome as far as Into the Woods goes, but it is nothing compared to the actual musical. So I highly recommend seeing if you can find the stage performance, because it's really amazing. The other show that I just started watching, there's I guess 3 seasons, and I've only watched 3 episodes of the first season, is Black Mirror, which is also a Netflix exclusive show, and wow, it is, if you've seen it, then you know my reaction. It is such a weird show. It's a very Twilight Zone vibe. Every show, it's not like a show where you have to watch the episodes in order or anything, because they don't correlate to each other. Every episode is its own thing. So I'm not gonna, it's hard to explain unless you see it. Like, the very first episode you're like, huh? And pretty much every single episode you're like, huh? But it is really good, so I've enjoyed that. So moving right along, we're going to go ahead and talk about the song of the month. This is not necessarily my favorite song, other than the fact that it is super, super catchy, and Kira really loves it as well. I am sure that all of you guys have seen that, I believe he's Russian, the expert tongue clucker. It's that it's just a super catchy song. You know, it's not in English, it's in Russian, and but Kira loves to walk around going so yeah. Okay, now that I've made a fool of myself on that, the next thing I want to talk about is a phone app. Now, as you guys know, I do have an iPhone, so I do not know if this can be found on the Android marketplace, but in the iPhone App Store there is a children's app called Smart Shapes. I have all kinds of different apps for Kira, but she has been using this one lately, and when you open it, it looks like this. There's 3 different options. One of them is just colors, like it's all the same shapes, and it's just color differentiation. One of them is different sizes, and one of them is both. And so we have been playing with this, and I'm going to show you guys a video clip of Kira playing with it. Now keep in mind, she is only 20 months old, and this game is supposed to be for children like much older than her, and she's already like an expert at using this app. So I'm going to show you guys her using it on the setting that is for shapes and colors, and they move. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in here.
Red. Orange, square. Blue, square. Yellow, circle.
And she does so well. She gives herself applause, like once she's gotten that one right, and you know it gets harder with every level. They move faster. It doesn't give as many options, stuff like that. So that's been a lot of fun for her, and she knows how to open that app and everything. So now I want to talk about kid foods. I don't have anything as far as snacks for Kira, but since Ari is officially she's 7 months old now, so she's starting to eat solids, and she is also eating pureed baby foods. And my favorites as of current for the pureed foods are Beechnut. And that is mostly because it's a little bit thicker, so it's got more texture to it, and I think that's important getting her ready for starting solids. Like if she was to eat something like mashed potatoes or mashed squash, sweet potato, stuff like that. So I really like these. I just brought two example ones, which is peaches and then apples and cherry, which she likes both of them. And now I want to talk about foods for Mom and Dad, and I'm going to talk about Mrs. T's Pierogies. I buy these at Fry's or Kroger. And they are in the frozen food section where like the potatoes and stuff like that are. Now if you're not familiar, pierogies, they are a very Scandinavian type of food item. They're essentially like a pasta, almost like a ravioli or something like that, and it is stuffed with mashed potatoes. Now, it doesn't have to be plain mashed potatoes, though my preference is like a 4-cheese mashed potato. These are my husband's, which are spicy jalapeno and sharp cheddar, but you just put them in the oven, and they're just, I'm sorry, but they're freaking fantastic. I really like them. I wish they weren't as expensive as they were, and my husband and I have made these homemade before. They're really time-consuming, but they are delicious, especially if you have a certain way you like to make your mashed potatoes. So if you are a fan of pierogies, then this is an easy way for you to get your fix. If you have never had pierogies, check it out if you like mashed potatoes, because they are pretty awesome. Alright, and now I want to talk about kid products. So, as you saw in the image for this, I'm going to talk about a tried and true, which is an oldie but a goodie. This is Mr. Potato Head. As you can see, this one doesn't have arms, and the reason this one doesn't have arms is because I wanted to show you his normal face, but this is a special potato head. It was limited edition, and I know that they make this type still, but this one is like, I don't know, 15 years old. It came out when the movies, I'll show you. You'll understand what I mean in just a second. So, this is a Darth Vader Mr. Potato Head. This did not come out when the newest movie came out. It came out back when they first started making the episodes 1, 2, and 3. So this is quite an old Mr. Potato Head, but Kira loves it. She thinks it's so funny to like just take the pieces off, and you know, of course, like I'll look at it and there'll be like eyes in the ear hole, and there'll be like an ear in the eye hole. But it's so much fun. There's like a lightsaber. But yes, Mr. Potato Head, oldie but a goodie, and I need to get different ones with more parts because hey, they are fun. Another kid's toy, this one is for Ari. I don't know if you have seen these before, but it is either, I think it's called the ZoLi. It is a teether, so this part right here is rubbery, it's ribbed, and then it's got a safety on it so the baby can't like just jab it in the back of their throat. It's a way to keep it from it going all the way in. It also keeps it so that if they drop it, it keeps it so that that doesn't touch the ground, it stays up. So this has been nice. Ari holds on to it, she chews on it, which She still doesn't have any teeth, but they are definitely close to coming in. She's been gnawing on this thing like crazy, so this is another favorite. I have a couple miscellaneous favorites and favorites of mine. The first thing I want to talk about as far as favorites for me is the e.l.f. Eyebrow Kit. This is in medium. That's what I use for my eyebrows. It comes with both. This is very well used, as you can see. It's got a little mirror right here. It comes with a brush, but I use my own, so I don't have it in there. It comes with both a brow powder and the, I don't even know what you call that, like a cream. And I use that primarily for my eyebrows, which I really don't need a lot of work. I have pretty nicely shaped eyebrows, and they don't need a lot of filling in. But I do have a scar right here from when I was bitten by a dog, and no hair grows right there, so it helps me maintain shape and color and all that stuff. So this is one of the ones that I really enjoy in my makeup bag. So my e.l.f. Eyebrow Kit is my go-to for my eyebrows. I also want to talk about, you guys know that I sell Perfectly Posh stuff. Now I don't advertise it or anything like that. I mostly just use the products for me. But one of the products that I have is this Skin Joy, and it's called Honey Honey, which is a healing body cream intensified honey lemon. It's a very lightweight body cream. It really goes a long way, and you guys, it smells like Starburst. It smells so good. I use this all the time, and Kira loves it too. It just smells, that's the only reason I really like it. Like, I wouldn't even care if it made my skin dry out. It smells so good. So, yeah. Honey, honey. And you get a lot in here. So, if you guys are interested in any samples, just let me know, and I can send you some. Just put it in the comments below, or email me. My contact information is all in the description box, like always. Okay, so I have two miscellaneous items that I want to talk about, and then something at the end. So I want to talk about this. This is in the dollar spot at Target. It is just a glass, like, milk bottle, and it's got a straw and a rubber washer right here, and the lid screws off. This has been really awesome around the house. Kira has been a big fan of it. It was great for transitioning, because she doesn't really use sippy cups. In fact, she uses regular cups now for the most part. But if she is in a bad mood, which it happens, and she likes to just, like, knock things off and go all Godzilla on stuff, this has been a good option, because even if she knocks it over, it really doesn't leak. So I've been really enjoying these. I think they're also really cute, and yeah. I also, as you notice, I don't know if you can see the one I have right here. Can you see it? Right there, there's a wax warmer. It's a Scentsy warmer. Now, I don't particularly care if it's Scentsy or not. I have two other warmers in the house. I have one that goes in an outlet, or like a little tiny one that goes in an outlet, and that's a Scentsy one. And then I have just a generic one from Joann's. So I don't think one is better than the other. I think they're both awesome. But I wanted to talk about 3 of my favorite scents that I use around the house during my regular day-to-day. Though it's going to change now that it's fall. I'm probably going to use more fall scents. But one of my very favorites, Burts Bees makes these soy wax melts, and I really like them because they're very soft, so I can use very little of the tablet. They're shaped in a honeycomb, like this. So they break off really easily. I can use just part of one or all of one, depending on how long I want it to last or how strong I want the smell to be. But this is Eucalyptus Mint, which is exactly what it sounds like. I use it in the bathrooms, and it's like a spa. I have another Burt's Bees one that is Sweet Lemon. Obviously, this one gets a lot of use. I use this in, like, my kitchen. And it is, oh, it's so good. It's very, very tangy. It's very lemony, like lemon bars, sort of like a sweet lemon, not a sour lemon smell. So this is awesome too. And then I do have one that is a Scentsy scent. It's Pink Haze. And I don't even know how to explain what it smells like, honestly. Like maybe grapefruity? I don't know. But it was a Scentsy scent of the month, so I don't know if it's something that was like limited edition and you can't get it anymore. This was just sent to me by my mother-in-law. But this Pink Haze, it smells really good. I've been using it in other parts of the house and stuff, so this is pretty cool. And the last item I want to talk about is a toddler bed. My mother got Kira her Christmas present early so that we could start transitioning her to her own bed. So we got this particular bed. I have a few pictures and video of her in her bed. And she's been doing really well sleeping in it for naps. It is by a company called Orbelle, which is, I'll put it in the description box. If you guys have questions about any of the products, they will all be in the description box below, including if you're interested in ordering some Posh, my affiliate link will be down there. But the bed that we got is by a company called Orbelle. You can find them at Walmart. You can find them at Haystack or Hayneedle online and other places like that. So here's some pictures and video of Kira using it.
Go get her. Can you go tickle her?
And she really loves it. It has been really nice. It matches the decor. We can't wait to actually transition that bed into a different room than our room, because right now it is right kind of between it's by the wall, but it's right next to our bed. But it has given us a little more room in our bed, which is nice, though in the morning she does tend to crawl back in bed with us. Like when I come to bed at like 5:15 in the morning or 5:30 in the morning, she'll come crawling into bed with us. So that's okay. We still enjoy it. You know, she's still our baby, and we're going to be there for her when she needs it. But it is a super cute bed, and we absolutely love it, and Kira likes it too, and so that's really nice. So that is everything, you guys, for my October favorites. If you like videos like this, give it a big thumbs up and leave a comment below. If you have experience or questions with any of these products, just let me know. I'll answer anything I can, or we can start a dialogue, but that's what those comment sections are for below, and I love to read all of them from you guys. Yeah, go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up like I already said, and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Tune in for the 4th Saturday of every month, which is when I usually do the favorites of the month video. And yeah, you guys have a fantastic day, and thank you so much for watching this Better Late Than Never October 2016 favorites. Bye!